Welcome to Tit Time with Casting Director Heather Heinz. We are at 247cast.com. We're located in the backlots of Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. And today we're going to be talking about the acting and modeling business. And one of the biggest questions that we have as actors and models is, why don't we book the job? So, Miss Heather, why don't we book the job?
Well, first of all, Miss Madison, I have to say, it's Madison's birthday. She's 17 today.
Happy birthday,
Madison! It's been a pleasure having Madison work with us here at 247cast.com, and she's just a delight to work with, and she is an actress herself. And so she's here to just kind of act as a liaison for some of the other talent out there that want to know why they're not getting cast. There's many reasons why talent don't get cast. Let's start with number one. First and foremost is your attitude, your personality. We want to work with somebody fun, that's upbeat and positive. We don't want to hear stories of why you didn't memorize your script because the dog ate your paperwork or something like that. All the normal things that people tend to say to us, or why they're late. We want to make sure that you're on time all the time. The casting assistants out in the front room, I really make sure that they take notes on people that are running late. If you're running late, make sure you call us and let us know. That's acceptable to be a few minutes late because you're running behind due to traffic or something like that, but it is very important to be on time. And we pass those notes along to our clients. So that is one thing that is super important for our clients to know is the talent's behavior as far as their attitude, if they're on time, if they've done their homework and they've memorized their script, if they brought everything that we asked them to bring as far as props or headshots and resumes and that sort of thing. Another reason why you might not get booked is it's very common. Right now, keeping your cast diverse is very common request from our clients, and I think Miss Madison actually had this happen to her recently.
Yep.
That she was up on a callback, and it was basically between a blonde family and a brunette family, and I think it probably made her feel good to know that they went, well, the reason why she didn't get booked was because they went with the brunette family. It was nothing that Madison did, it was just that the client wanted to be able to market to more people by hiring a brunette family. A lot of times the brunette families can pass as a Hispanic family, and it's just more diverse for them.
Yeah.
So that's another big reason, and actually a lot of times that's what it boils down to is we have so many clients out there. They might not all be in the room, but when your tape gets sent out to our clients, it usually ends up going to at least 5 different decision makers. So those 5 different decision makers have to all come to an agreement on who they want to cast.
Right.
And that can be really hard to come up with the final cast, and everyone has a different decision, so it might not be anything that you did, it's just creating the perfect family is really what they're trying to do, or the perfect spokesperson for their product. So they, again, want good, chemistry between the people in the room as well. So in many instances, you're working in a group with a mom, a dad, and 2 kids, and let's say, the little boy is just not quite doing what he's supposed to do, and the mom doesn't help, bring that out of the little boy, it can reflect poorly on whoever is not blending in the family and creating that synergy that they need. So,
I mean, like what you're saying about, it's not necessarily about how you did in the audition, but it's generally about the look. They have something that they're specifically looking for, and if you match it by either wearing something and dressing the part.
yes.
I know as an actress, it's very important. It helps me get into character. It helps me feel comfortable and gets me ready for the audition. And to even remember what I wore for the callback, because that's very important as well.
It is. I usually tell actors that it's a great idea to keep a little journal or something on every casting that they did. They can write down the notes of the positive things that they did so that they can remember what they liked about their audition, but also write down a lot of actors I know, they come to me and they're like, gosh, as soon as I walked out of the room, I wish I would have done this. You hear that all the time. So, even those things that you wish you would have done, if you write them down, then maybe for the next audition you can apply that to the next time you're in the same scenario. And make sure you write down your wardrobe. A key factor to feeling good is how you look, how you feel, what you're wearing, all of that is very important. You know, when you feel confident, you're gonna, you know, come in, you're gonna show that confidence without being cocky or too full of yourself. A diva, in other words. We don't want to work with divas. Somebody that has confidence is great, but no one that is going to be very demanding and ask a lot of questions. Basically, someone that's going to sit on set and just listen to be called and follow direction. Speaking about direction, that is probably another one of the big reasons why you may not get cast, because you're not listening to what the director or the casting director is saying. We may give you some sort of direction of, you know, cheek to camera a little bit more, walk over here, deliver your line, try saying your line with a little more enthusiasm or something like that, and it may go to, in the actor's head, it may go in one ear and right out the other, and if you didn't follow our direction, then we may give you one more chance to see if you can do it, and we may repeat ourselves and say, okay, let's try this again, remember we need you to do this. And if you don't get it the second time around, that's probably telling us that you're not going to get it on set, which means we're going to have to do way too many takes to get what we need, and it's going to waste a lot of time. And these productions cost the clients a lot of money, so it's not just a hobby in their eyes. It's a business, and they are spending lots and lots of hundreds of thousands of dollars. So we need to get the right cast, and it really does depend upon timing and look and directability and stuff like that.
Right, and even working with other actors who, you know, they're giving direction, especially when you're in the room together with other actors, you all want to work together, and you all want to make sure that you all are helping each other out when something is, you know, giving you direction. You know,
yeah.
You all are a group, and you're all trying to do really well in the audition together.
It's about teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. And other times, if it's like a spokesperson and not a family, so it might not be about the chemistry of the family, but just you in particular. It might be because you didn't memorize your script, whereas the other person did memorize the script. That's always important. I have actors come up to me and say, you know, do I need to memorize my script? Yes, you need to memorize your script the best you can. Always bring your script with you and do the best to get as close to it as you can. I see many actors that come in and there's a 5-minute script and they have it all memorized. They did their homework, they understand what they're talking about, they researched the client. All of those are very good things that you should do to be as prepared as possible for your audition and be knowledgeable about what you're talking about. It will reflect in your audition, and so if you don't know those things and the other person does, that may be a reason why you didn't get it. Another thing is, we look for all different types, different ages, ethnicities, shapes, sizes, ages, you know, just everything. So in some cases, you know, we have to work with child labor laws of only being able to hire somebody that is 17 years old because we know we're going to have a longer day, and so hiring somebody that is a little bit older that looks younger may be another reason why you didn't get the job. Maybe they are casting for somebody that's 15, but they really want somebody that's 18. And Miss Madison has run into that problem quite a bit, I think, as well, because she's getting closer to that age of 18, but until she's actually legal 18, a lot of times when we're casting for someone that age, we do end up going with someone that's 18 that looks younger.
Right, and I mean that's been not only like hard, but at the same time, you know, it also allows you to, you know, gain confidence, and especially like as an actor, one of the main points and one of the main things is just to always stay positive. You know, you might get like 100 no's, but then you'll get one yes, and you know, all it really takes is just that one yes, and just being right for the role and doing everything that you can in your power. I mean, you can't really control what goes on once you leave the room, but you can, you know, do everything you can to prepare yourself when you're in the room.
Yes.
And you know, just being prepared and being on time and having everything good to go.
You brought up a good point of when you go to an audition, you might not get this one audition, but that client, I can't tell you how many times we have clients that go, oh, remember so-and-so, she auditioned for this job, and remember how great she was, we should bring her in for this, or sometimes even we could just cast her because they remember you from another audition. So there's always something positive that can come out of an audition, and sometimes when you think you did a horrible audition, that half the time those are the better auditions. I have so many people say, oh, that was horrible. I'm like, what are you talking about? You did great. And actors are really hard on themselves, and try to teach them not to be. It's really about practicing, and I really like to tell people to practice and take classes, and even if you can't afford classes, putting yourself on camera, watching your playbacks, testing yourself with your memorization, that sort of thing is always something you should continue to do to grow as an actor or model.
Right.
So a lot of times clients will just book from previous castings that you've been on, and so that's always a nice thing when you don't have to run out on an audition.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing I think is a first impression. First impressions in any situation is always will make or break you, basically. So hopefully we've brought a lot of good tips to you guys out there, and if you have any questions, you can always email us, and our email is tips@247cast.com. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and feel free to email us, and we will do our best to get you the answers. Again, that's tips@247cast.com. Thanks for joining us, and have a great day.
Bye.